Well, hello there folks, welcome back to the channel. Slightly different video to normal today. I'm going to be doing a gear review video, but I've been really excited about this one and really wanted to take the opportunity to do it. So Nightcat have sent me through one of their 4-season tents to test, and I've had it for about a week now and I've been absolutely blown away by it. I've only put it up the once, but some of the wee features on it are absolutely amazing and something I've not seen on tents before. So I really wanted to try and get a video done so you guys could actually see it as well. And I'll be able to give you a sort of proper opinion on it. Now, unfortunately, the weather's coming in just now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the actual putting the tent up just now. As soon as we put the tent up, we'll pop inside it, get a little bit of coverage, and I'll go through some of the more sort of technical specs. Everything that I'm going to be talking about, I'll put down below in the actual description of the video, link to the actual product itself, and again, more of the sort of technical specification on it. But just when that rain's coming in just now, let's get the tent set up. Now, one of the things I really found with this on my sort of practice session on putting it up was just how quick it was. The actual website said 1 to 2 minutes, and I was really surprised because they're not actually that far away. But I'm not going to necessarily rush this. I'm just going to sort of put it up slowly just so you can actually see it. But the actual, everything's sort of connected already. So the lights of the mesh as well as the sort of oversheet is all actually connected. Okay, so that's the sort of main setup done, and then literally it's going to be a case of just getting the pole on and then clicking everything in. Now there's a central part here, and the only thing with the central part is you need to make sure it's facing down, and when I actually get to that bit I'm going to sort of zoom in a little bit closer so you can see it. And again, nice sort of positive click going into the wee holes just on the end of the actual the lines themselves. And then it's just clipping it on. Done. So basically I'm going to put the guy lines out as well, just to sort of tension everything up, but very, very easy. Then you've also got your air vents just in there. But I said I'm just going to get everything sort of tightened up, and then it's going to be a case of we'll open it up, have a little look inside it, and I'll show you some of the other features. That's so quick and so easy to put up. So that's it there, all tensioned out. So that's really impressed. And I say this is quite a windy day today as well, so, and it seems to be coping well. And I said it should do. I mean, obviously it's been labelled as a 4-season. Basically the PU rating on it is 3000. So again, for the sort of rain side of things, it should be okay. But look at that for a setting as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's go inside it and I'll show you the features inside. I'll just show you some of the other little things I actually really like about it as well though. See on here, so there's actually a little pocket just for you to actually put the guy lines, which I think is such a clever idea. And then again, everything just sort of hooks on, really, really solid, well stitched. And then again, when you've actually got your that away, that just hooks on. Again, well thought out. But the thing that really amazes me is the amount of room inside, which is just enormous. So again, easy fit too. Easy fit too. Now basically, I'm 5'10", and I'll head up to the top. But plenty of room at the bottom as well, just for your bag and storage. And then again on all the corner there, it's got the net just for putting stuff, and again up here as well, just at your head end. And then you've got your hook just there for putting your tent light. And the other thing as well is it actually opens up from both sides, which is just brilliant. Now, one of the things I'm really impressed with is the fact that you can actually have this with without the inner, and just have that as a shelter itself. Now, the big benefit me from the point of view of the bivy bags, quite often I do bivy bags, so just actually having this as a shelter would be a really, really good idea. So, well impressed. Look at this for a view though. Not bad, eh? Yeah, very, very impressed. So that's the sort of tent setup, just as I'd like it. All the sort of tension done, etc. And well impressed, really, really am impressed with it. Now, what I've not said anything about is the price, and that's really what blows me away with this particular tent. It's actually, it's under $100, basically under £80, or just on £80. So the actual price of this tent for a 4-season tent, and it certainly seems to be okay. Certainly seems to be able to sort of stand up to the wind, etc. as well, because it is quite strong wind just now. But I mean, value for money, I can't see anything beating it. I mean, it is just absolutely phenomenal. You know, it weighs 2.6 kilograms. You know, which is not dramatically different to some of the really quite expensive tents I've actually got as well. You know, so it's got the tear stop material, as I said earlier on. The PU rating is actually 3000, so from a waterproof point of view, you know, it's good. But as I said, it's just the versatility of it, being able to sort of take the inner out and actually just use this as an external shelter on things like bivvy trips, etc. are just going to be absolutely amazing. But the whole sort of setup, the stitching quality, it all seems to be really, really good so far. Sort of well impressed. Now, from the point of view of it is a double layer as well, you know, so again, it is going to hopefully cope with that Scottish winters, which, you know, I do a lot of my camping in. Whether I take it to the top of a Munro or not 100% certain, but I'll certainly be trying and sort of feeding it up to eventually going to the top of a Munro with it. But again, that just depends on the high winds or not. So again, we'll sort of see how that goes. But again, just blown away by not only the tent, but also by the location as well. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Just checking the weather forecast just now, is maybe getting a little bit in the sort of brutal side. So we'll see how we go. But no, very, very impressed so far. And again, as I said, it's more just that value for money side of it, an aspect of it. And again, plenty of ventilation. So again, the tent itself doesn't go all the way down to the actual ground, although you could do that. But from the point of view of the actual ventilation, plenty of ventilation, plenty of wee sort of cubby holes this up on there from the point of view of the actual air vents as well. No, well impressed with it so far. So I'm just gonna have a little chill out. I cannot believe the space inside here though, because I mean, again, easily fit 2 people with sleep mats as well as bags across the bottom. Or alternatively, you've got the vestibule area as well. You know, so definitely going to be taking this on some epic adventures over the next wee while. Time for a little chill though. Well, I've just had all 4 seasons there. I've just had snow, hail, rain, everything. And as I said, the waterproofness seems to be absolutely fine. It's all beaded on the actual the tent itself. I'm really surprised how solid it is. It just sort of, it's not moving much in the way, considering that wind has been really, really strong. As I said, very, very impressed with it. So another few things I was just wanting to point out as well. So it's got your cord there just for sort of being able to sort of pull it all tight. The other thing as well is the actual tent pegs, proper tent pegs. And then it's got the spreader pole. Now the spreader pole basically gives it about an extra 20% headroom inside the tent. And as I said, we're going to go back inside the tent just in a wee sec. But as I said, the setup of it is just brilliant. And again, nice bright guy lines. Wait and see this for a setting now. And this is it with both doors actually open as well. So huge amount of room. And the one thing I was wanting to do was to try and give you an idea on space. So that's an 85-litre rucksack. But just to give you some sort of perspective on the actual amount of room that's inside this tent. But that's so cool being able to sort of see through both sides. So there's that wee clip there, and all you literally do is just pop that off and it just comes down. Absolutely perfect wee design. And there's the wee pockets just for putting the actual guy lines in. Brilliant idea, absolutely brilliant. So I'm actually just sitting here just watching a herd of deer just in the background there, so if anything does wander into the actual shot, don't panic. But no, I'm absolutely blown away by this, absolutely blown away by it. Really, really, really good quality, really good finish, some really clever ideas. It's simple things like that little holes, that little pockets for actually putting the guy lines in. You know, something as simple as that, it's just completely blown me away. As well as just the overall build quality and finish of it. You know, I'd be quite happy doing an overnighter on this in the Scottish Highlands without any problem whatsoever. You know, it would certainly go through its paces, but I think it would cope with it admirably. So I just want to say a massive thanks very much to Nightcat Outdoors for sending it through for testing. You know, a phenomenal tent, an absolutely phenomenal tent, and for £100, you can't beat it. I just can't see a tent that's going to be able to beat this. So very, very impressed overall. And I cannot wait to get out on some epic adventures in it. And again, hopefully do some multi-day trips during the actual summer, and sort of get out as much as possible and have as much fun. But this has just opened up a little bit more, being able to sort of take more equipment, etc. So no, absolutely fantastic. But thanks very, very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.